10 long years. 10 long years. It's all over.
It's the end of an era.
It actually is, though. Like, if you think about it, this is a cultural phenomenon that we probably won't ever see something like it again.
So, millions of people watch this show. And, yeah, you're right. Like, even Breaking Bad, I don't think was quite on this level.
No.
Like, this was synonymous with just... You know,
it's songs with like Star Wars and like
yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like maybe more people have seen Game of Thrones like in its totality.
Absolutely.
As opposed to,
Unfortunately so. Welcome to episode 20. Dools, did you ever think we'd get to episode 20 of the More Cops on Duty podcast?
I didn't think we'd get to episode 4.
You put money on that.
I thought we'd get to episode 5, not 4.
It's true. I'm Harry, one of the hosts of this little shindig. With me, of course, is the Grey Worm to my Jon Snow, Edward Dools.
I mean, yeah, that's an interesting duo. Good to be here, Haz.
Alright, so topic of the show easily is going to be Game of Thrones. We've both seen the finale. We know how it ends. We've seen it in totality. Both big fans. I think you're a slightly bigger fan than I am. But we can both say we're fans of the show easily. Both appreciate it in its absolute scale. So we'll save our full-on discussion. We'll go into spoilers and shit back there. But Dools, let's say like an average Joe just stumbles onto this podcast not knowing what the fuck it is. What is More Cops on Duty?
I'd tell them to turn around and run away while they still can, Haz. This is the very literal description of a colossal waste of time. I don't know how else. I mean, that's the best I can do to sell this podcast. It's just a huge time sink, both for us and for you.
It's true.
So
it's true.
I can't even give you a good reason as to why I'm here, but we are. So I think you should stick around as well, just for that reason. How am I doing?
Dools, you're not that bad. Catch us every Tuesday on your favourite podcasting services that only include Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. Well, I'm trying to get onto Acast, but fucking answer my emails, Nova. But yeah, we catch us on Instagram at More Cops on Duty for up-to-date reviews. We are back. We're back. I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm back. I was going to put to you that we should write a quick review for Game of Thrones.
Yep. It's a good idea.
Yeah. So, Dools, we like to start. We like to head every show with what we've been watching, I swear I put this down. What we've been watching, what we've been playing. What have you been watching this week, other than Game of Thrones, of course?
What have I been watching? Yes, of course, we'll get to that. We'll also get to John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. So good.
It's so good. See our... Can I even talk today?
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry. It is
Read our review.
Yeah, thank you. Read our review on Instagram. See what we gave it. Dools, you gave the review and you gave the score.
Spoilers. I gave it the highest possible.
Yeah, I respect it.
This was an absolute delight.
We were walking out the cinema, and you said you were going to give it 5.
Yeah,
and you were starting to talk yourself down. You're like, well, like I could give it 4.5. I'm like, and I was like, is there anything you could have done better in this movie?
Because the argument I was arguing against myself, and I was like, well, I gave Endgame 5, and I still think that Endgame in all of its
totality,
yes, is a 5-star movie, and is John Wick quite on par? I don't know if it is, but at the same time, they're different films. They're different 5 out of 5s, and also to me, the 5 out of 5 doesn't almost mean a 10 either. If that sounds
it's not a perfect. But it's
there is no such thing as a perfect film.
Exactly.
But
except for Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
But what Endgame set out to do in being a finale to the Infinity Saga, I think it deserved a 5 out of 5, and for what John Wick 3 Chapter 3 did, what it set out to do,
to action movies,
and to be a sequel to 2 films that had already like upped the ante with each subsequent outing, but to do it again.
Yeah,
so it's just I had to give it 5 stars.
I think this is on par with the Raid in the Raid 2 is the best action choreography of all time.
I mean, it's with this new one as well. It's actually outstanding. It's unbelievable. So I think. I mean, are we reviewing it right now, or will we return to this? Or
No, well, we're already in it.
Yeah.
I think it starts off. Well, I don't think. It starts off right where 2 leaves off, where John Wick is on.
So just like Chapter 2, which begins pretty much moments after 1 ends, this is very similar in that sense.
So John Wick's got excommunicado for killing. What's the guy's name inside the?
Yeah, I can't remember. He was a member of the High Table. And
early.
It was in the Continental.
Continental. He basically spread blood on Continental grounds, which is a bit of a rule that you can't do, Dools.
It's a very sacred rule. Now, now the High Table, excommunicado, Continental. For anyone who isn't a John Wick fan, you're probably like, are you having a stroke?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking? What I love about these films is that they barely tell you anything, but they
make this
drop
world,
hints
right?
here and there, and they kind of and they kind of drop you in this world where there's a bunch of lore and backstory, and it's just like you kind of make the connection that it's some shadowy organization of interconnected assassins and contract killers and all of that, and there's this shadowy kind of organization, the High Table, who kind of oversees it all, and it's like oh my god, and we kind of uncover more and more pieces of it as the films go on, and this one I think definitely explores it the most. I think agree. Like the High Table's powers, what they do, and we delve a bit more into that, and we also actually, without giving anything away, kind of look at John Wick's past as well, and he revisits a place from his past, and you kind of go like, oh, okay. And I was fine with this. I was fine, but I didn't want any more than that. Because I was like, part of the allure. He's similar to the Joker in the sense that part of the allure of John Wick is that we don't know anything about him.
But I agree with that.
But everyone else does.
But everyone else does, exactly.
And they talk about him in this way, and they frame him in this way, and in the first movie, they're just like, oh, you don't know John Wick.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga?
Yeah,
the boogeyman? You don't fucking know. I once saw him kill a guy with a fucking pencil.
A fucking pencil.
And
then he kills 2 guys.
And it's just stuff like that. It's
One.
just throwaway lines like that where you're just like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? And
what's the line in the first one is like, what? That fucking nobody? That fucking nobody is John Wick. It's just like, yes, here we go.
And you went in there and you killed his fucking dog and you took his fucking car. And
he's just like, I'm not gonna kill you, son.
And
you're already dead.
and by that point in the film, we hadn't seen him in action yet, but it was just like, but now you're getting the audience hyped up for someone who's very capable, and you might even overhype them, but no, it just fucking delivers.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
And Keanu Reeves, man, I mean, what is there to say? I personally think now with this one, especially now with this one, I think this role for me is now his most iconic.
I agree.
More so than Neo.
No, I agree.
And this is what we'll be remembered for, thank God. Because the first Matrix film, obviously we all love. Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute classic, stands the test of time. 2 and 3, bits of 2 are good, but
I still attest
Highway
that the
chase
beginning
scene,
of
pretty dope.
the beginning of 2 is so fucking good, where they're all in the bunker and the agents just turn up and he just walks out. He's like, upgrades. It's so good.
There are some dope moments.
I wanted to give a shout out to Halle Berry. Halle Berry is fucking awesome in John Wick Chapter 3.
I think both the newcomers, with the exception of the Adjudicator, who didn't do much for me, but nothing wrong with that. But yeah, she was fine.
She was cool in world building. The High Table had
but Halle Berry, who is not an old flame, but someone who owed John a debt, and without giving anything away, they have to team up in some scenes. And
I like that it wasn't an old flame.
She was excellent. I mean, just she was in the movie a little bit less than I expected her to be, but I think she was in there just the right amount.
Made a mark.
And she stole the scene she was in. And her dogs are dope. You'll see
her
what I mean.
Her dogs are fucking awesome.
Yeah, so awesome.
So fucking awesome.
The second newcomer was it's like
the guy that plays Zero.
Yes. So I was like, his name is something Donicas. I think it would be on our Instagram.
If you want to look up our Insta.
Let's see. If
why you look that up? Well, like the character that Dools is looking up, I fucking love him because he's one of the many characters that
Mark Dacascos. Mark Dacascos.
Okay, cool.
So-
You probably butchered that, but
Probably.
he's one of the many guys that John Wick fights that is just a fan. That's what I
Yeah,
love.
so a funny part about this is that yeah, as you said, like this guy's just like every time he sees John, he's just like, John, this is awesome. Like we're fighting. How cool is this?
Like, this is really living up. But like there's parts of it where guys best John and they like almost kill him, but they're like they got respect for him, and then they just like shake his hand, pull him up, and they're like, let's go round 2. I want to do this again.
And they're just like, nah, we don't want to. We want to kill you properly. Like, we want to do this properly. And big mistake on that part.
Exactly.
But John then showed them the same response. Oh, we don't want to give you.
Yeah,
but,
that's very true.
I would, dude. The action in this is just really was taken into a whole new level. I was like, how do they top 2? It's
But
like,
then like they do seem
but
to
they
be like
do it. I feel like in the first like 15 minutes in the library, and people will know what we're talking about when they say that was already just them saying like, you thought we already pulled out all the stops. Like
he put the book back.
Oh,
He put the book back. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say without spoiling it. But the movie's excellent. Go read our review. Go give it a like. But it's just the perfect action movie.
I think it's almost like fucking ballet. The choreography is that stunning and beautiful. It's just like, I call it like a symphony of gratuitous violence in our review, because it's
Golden Age of cinema.
It just it really is, and if this rumor about Keanu being in Fast 9 is true, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do with myself. Like that's almost gonna be too much. I really wanted Tom Cruise to be the villain in the Fast film.
He might be in Fast 10.
It could, and I hope so, but I'll settle for Keanu.
I want Keanu to be part of the boys, though, man.
Oh, but he'd be a dope villain.
Then
again, most of the villains, it seems, just end up joining their team anyway.
Well, now they've got a guy that's superhuman. They're versing a dude that's superhuman with Idris Elba and
it was about time for them to embrace the fact that they're superhero movies.
That's true.
It's like they're just going head first now.
That's true. Dools.
Golden Age.
I watched the documentary on the making of God of War.
I might watch
Raising
it tonight.
Kratos.
I'll watch it tonight.
It is an excellent documentary. It's very genuine. It's very raw. Like, it just doesn't show, like, because this studio went through hell. Like, you'll know what I mean when you see it. It's not spoiling anything, but it's everything that you know so far. This studio was like years into making this new IP, and it just got canned.
Yep.
And it just shows like what that fucking does to people, that they've put their heart and soul into this, and it's just gone.
I remember a lot of people were writing Sony Santa Monica off because of that. How they were, as you said, like they were like really far into development with this new IP. I think it was meant to be something sci-fi. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Blade Runner-ish.
And
you see some of it. It's really cool.
Yeah, and they just had to scrap it. And that would do, I like being in game development, bro. Like, I mean, these things take so fucking long. How fucking hard of a call would that be? Just to have to fucking face reality and be like, this is not working. We have to fucking...
And everyone's like, finally, we're not doing God of War. Like, finally.
Yeah.
And then Corey Barlog, the lead game designer, not game designer, the creative director, he basically had to convince everyone that this is a new line of God of War that they can do.
Yeah.
And like you just see how much he fights for literally everything in the game. It's fucking excellent. And
well, I remember him just in an interview when he was doing the rounds with press after the game came out. So this was almost this time last year now, and he was even then he was just describing how so many creative decisions, which in the moment seemed ridiculous, how he had to fight for. Initially, convincing them. Kratos should have an axe instead. It was almost like really hard for him to do, and just amongst other things. And then that's looked on as arguably one of the best parts of the game, how just like the axe redefined the combat and oh man, just I really want to fucking play it again. It's an excellent game.
But like they really show moments of how he had to do tough calls, and be the director basically. Where like they'd be showing.
He's such a nice dude. You wouldn't imagine him.
He had to be a director. He'd have to have those tough conversations. Where like he's in a room and they're showing him this fight, and he's just like, "It's too big. The arena's way too big. Let's cut it in half." And the guy's like, "We've already designed it." He goes, "We cut it in half." Like you're leaving way too much open space. And one guy's like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea. He goes, well, I'm not fucking talking to you.
I wonder if... Is that the dragon battle?
It's something in the ice.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm not fucking talking to you. And then he like goes back.
Oh, I got.
It's really good. It's like 2 hours long.
I love this stuff. Like I don't know if you watch much of it, but Danny O'Dwyer's no clip documentaries, like the Doom and Witcher and Horizon ones are like fucking top level production, bro. Yeah. Really interesting, really fascinating. And I personally don't. I haven't watched this yet, but I've also heard that it might be, you know, slightly on the PR friendly side as opposed to like more. Like, because it means, you know, it is Sony controlled this production, but it still is, from what I understand, is meant to be very much behind the scenes. Like you get
there's like this is very much very raw.
What's
like
also fascinating is that they had the foresight. It's like they knew it was going to be big because like how often is the game development process being documented like this?
Yeah, like they did it for Last of Us. Remember that was a great documentary.
Yeah, so I think Naughty Dog would obviously be an exception because it's like it's fucking Naughty Dog. Yeah. The Last of Us, like, you know, you trust these guys. It sounds like such an ambitious vision, and so that makes sense. But I mean, now it's like, oh my god, like how many of these are there? Like, you know,
I feel like we're gonna get a one for every massive title now.
Well, yeah, it's smart, and because I was like, oh wow, this is amazing. It's like they knew this game was gonna be so big, and it's coming out at a perfect time because it's just won all this slew of Game of the Year awards and. Yeah, I mean, I still don't know what's going to happen, but I remember him saying, Corey, that he wanted to pursue a new IP before he did another God of War, and I hope he does. Yeah, like, I really want God of War 5.
Nah, dude, they're definitely going. Like, how much money this fucking
I mean, it could be a small indie title before but I'm sure, like,
God of War, I reckon they're already well into development.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put it past them, because they've got the infrastructure for the game. Engine,
yeah, they've literally got the worlds.
Engine, everything. I wouldn't be surprised if
like there's
2021.
Not to spoil anything of the podcast, but there's like really like there's many moments like this, but one that I just want to like call out to like sell you on this, just see how raw it is like you see Shuhei Yoshida come in and like just watching them like play a little bit of the game, and then he like leaves and his assistant calls and goes, yeah, Shuhei was fucking horrified.
Oh wow.
And it's just like he's like, and then like they go to interviews, they're like, yeah, he's just like, why the fuck did I give him this much money? And it's just like, imagine the stress.
And that's the thing, bro.
That's
like,
years into production.
That's the thing as well. Like Shuhei, nicest dude from
nicest
what we see. But business Shuhei, ooh,
yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, we wouldn't pull any punches.
Go watch it. It's on their YouTube. It's for free.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait to watch that. What else have I been watching? I finished Love, Death, Robots. That's fucking dope. I watched it.
Yeah, I still haven't finished it. I mean,
yeah, really good. I think you actually recommended it. And,
I'm like 7-8 episodes in now.
Yeah, I just treated it like Black Mirror. I would just watch a few a night, and yeah, I just got
so into it. It's so much fun though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's really good. I personally think some of the weaker episodes are towards the latter end of the season. And the best ones are like maybe up to like episodes. I
still reckon The Watcher, man. The Watcher is so good.
Which yeah. Yeah, Witness, do you mean? Or
The Witness, yeah. The Witness, yeah.
I really liked Suits. It felt like anime Titanfall. I was like, this is dope. Yeah, so that was just like a real random thing. I think I wouldn't have really taken notice of it if it weren't for you mentioning it. So
yeah, you're welcome, Dools.
Cheers, Has.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Dools, 74 days until Hobbs and Shaw. Sorry, let me correct myself. 74 days until Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Thank you. I wasn't sure what the fuck you were talking about.
No, I'm sorry. It was a different movie. Should we get into the news?
Let's do it. Give us a jingle, Has.
Dools, there is...
That sounds like someone who's devoid of passion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I know. My bad. Dools, there is a lot to get through.
Oh, dear.
There is a lot. Should we start off with a trailer?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, there's 2 trailers I've got on here, and I know you haven't seen any of them. Probably should have showed you them before. Oh well.
No, that's alright.
Another trailer came out for Ari Aster, who's the director of Hereditary, his new movie Midsommar.
I actually did watch this one.
What do you think?
Okay, well I skimmed it because I was like, I'm already way too sold on this movie.
Oh, are you?
Oh yeah, you remember when we watched the first trailer and I was like, this looks so...
Yeah, cool.
Like, you know, environmental, atmospheric horror, I'm fucking all in for it.
Yep.
This doesn't look like it's going to be jump scare. I mean, maybe there will be.
I think it'll be more creepy than jump scare.
Yeah, and
which is what Hereditary was.
It looks like way more substance as opposed to
jump scares.
Just it's going to be focusing on, just like just the ambience and environment. And but I skimmed the trailer once I realized it was getting quite plot heavy. The trailer, I was like, oh, I don't like. I'm already sold. So
fair. That's fair enough.
Like the first trailer, I thought was perfect because it was just setting a mood.
Yeah,
and there wasn't really dialogue. It was just creepy music.
The only thing that in this one was you find out why they got there. Why they get there, which is like will be the first.
Oh yeah, that was spoiled for me as well. They were going to a music.
Then the
festival,
rest I see as the rest of it I see as just mood setting and like atmosphere setting.
Yeah, okay.
Which I'd recommend not watching another one if you like that. But I'm glad that you're actually sold on it because I fucking can't wait to see that movie.
Same.
Looks brilliant.
Still need to watch Hereditary. I will watch Hereditary. I think it's on Netflix. So
yeah, I'm willing to watch it again. Dools.
That's coming in July.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Dude, July's a big month.
July, bro.
Big month. Huge. But Hereditary, it's definitely a movie you're gonna love it or hate it. There is no in between. I've got a DVD of it.
Do you think I'll love it or hate it?
I honestly think you'll appreciate it more than other people. I honestly think...
I appreciate film.
Yeah. I think you definitely do appreciate atmospheric horror. And because I know you that like after you watch a movie that's like, a bit... there's more than just the movie, there's more than meets the eye. Transformers. Yeah. You'll go and watch like analysis stuff and you'll see how fucking deep this movie is. And like how...
Yeah, I do that a lot,
Yeah. So I reckon you'll appreciate it a lot more than others. But Dools, another trailer came out. Did you watch the trailer for The Lodge?
No, I never heard of it.
So it's great. It's starring Alicia Silverstone, where the fuck she's been.
Oh yeah.
It's about this father...
The nanny in... Stormbreaker.
That holy shit.
How random is that?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
Also the main character out of Clueless.
Yeah. Which is the far more iconic role.
Exactly. But Stormbreaker, that's funny. Her and I also have the same birthday. Another weird fact about Alicia Silverstone.
Wait, hold on. Someone's watching Game of Thrones.
They are indeed. Yeah. They are indeed. And yeah, nice. I live in an apartment block complex. So this whole trailer is about this basically stepmom. She's like the father's boyfriend, or father's girlfriend, sorry, of
It's obviously a horror movie, The Lodge.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yes.
Dude, there's a horror renaissance going on.
I know. So it's a single father that has these two kids, and he gets this girlfriend. The girlfriend wants to basically gain their trust and take them away for a weekend to this lodge. And they get there, and like weird things start to happen, and you start to get into the girl's past and stuff. Doesn't seem like she's not evil at all in it, which I thought was like going to be like a clear path down.
That could still be the twist.
It could still be the twist, but it has a lot of religious sort of vibes to it, which really, that's one of the things that really fucking scares me when they bring in religious and cults and stuff, which is what Midsommar's really creeping me out.
Yeah, that does wig me out a bit as well, yeah.
But it just looks really great. It looks really good. I love a good closed setting sort of horror movie every now and then, and The Lodge really is it. So yeah,
well, there you go.
I'll show you the trailer after we finish here, Dools.
Sounds good, Has.
Alright, Dools, do you want to go something good or do you want to go something bad?
Oh jeez, just soften me up. Give me the good first.
Cool. Bill Murray says he's open to appear in the next Ghostbusters. To which Harry says, "You better fucking well be, Bill. You better fucking well be." The Jason Reitman Ghostbusters movie.
I think
it's safe to say he's going to at least have a cameo.
Yeah, and surely oh goodness, what's Dan Aykroyd as well? Yep. Come on.
Yeah,
what else are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Well, apparently he's in... Sorry. Apparently Bill Murray's in Zombieland 2 somehow.
Oh, fuck yeah,
right?
Dude. They killed his twin brother?
Yeah. Well, what if he's Zombie Bill
Dude,
Murray?
I tell you, he's in that new film, I think, which we have tickets to, the one with Adam Driver. And
yes, we do.
Apparently he's very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I think it's a zombie movie as well.
Yeah, it is.
Though. Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yes, yes, the
where-
very first one.
Where it's literally just like a murder, and they're just looking at it like it's Adam Driver and Bill Murray, police
Great
sheriffs,
combo, can't wait.
and they're just looking down, and he's just like, "Yeah, it must be some kind of animal or something." Bill Murray's like that, and he's like to Adam Driver, goes, "What do you think?" And Adam Driver goes, "I think it's zombies." I was like, "I'm in. That's such a fucking great. It's a great concept. He already thinks it's zombies. It's fucking brilliant." But yeah, no, you got to be in there, Bill. You got to be in there, Bill. Dools.
Come on, Bill.
Dools. This may surprise you a lot. This next one, X-Men: Dark Phoenix. Already got you hooked. X-Men: Dark
Tracking
Phoenix.
for a
X-Men: Dark Phoenix
50 million opening.
is projected to have the all-time worst performance of any X-Men movie in
Wait,
history
50
at
million
box
opening, it
office.
wouldn't be bad. That's an opening.
In
50
Australia,
million
50
total.
million would be incredible.
Yeah, that's right. That's no surprise.
Do you have any excitement at all for this movie?
What is the polar opposite of excitement has?
Nothing. I don't know. What is the polar opposite for excitement?
I have nothing.
You have just a void of emotion.
I mean, where there would be excitement, there is a gaping black hole.
That's really sad.
How else can I? Yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to talk about it, but no.
Jesus.
So, guess the cat's out of the bag, or the yeah.
Yeah, it comes out the 6th of June. We have to see it.
I mean, I'll see it, and I think I should watch Apocalypse beforehand as well. I just could have put myself through that misery. I've said this time and time again. But do you remember how I called Apocalypse?
Yeah,
I don't know how I did that.
You did.
Because Days of Future Past, I actually still think, I watched it like not too long ago on a plane, still fucking really good.
Yeah.
Like, no, it actually is really good. I think it's really, really good.
I remember the first trailer of Apocalypse came out, and I was just like, it looks fine. And you're like, no.
Something was immediately off to me. I mean, look, I'm biased because I don't like, kids or whiny teenagers, but I was like, oh, dude,
people.
I'm just like, oh, teenage X-Men, I don't know, man. Like, this is just already like, And so, especially because after Days of Future Past, you reset the timeline, you give us a taste of the original X-Men again. Like, we see fucking James Marsden and Famke Janssen I don't fucking know, the chick who plays Jean Grey in the original X-Men.
Oh, fuck yeah, I don't know her name.
Janssen.
I know who you mean.
It's
The wife out of Taken.
Yes, exactly. And you're like, oh my god, like they're back, and then they announce this movie, but everyone's a teenager and they've recast everyone. I'm like, that's just, it's not going to work.
Yeah, with bloody Sansa Stark.
It didn't work.
Speaking of Sansa Stark dolls, the new Star Wars trilogy is confirmed to be written, or at least created.
I don't think it's confirmed to be a trilogy. We've got a new slate of Star Wars movies.
Okay, yeah, new Star Wars movies.
I'm actually gonna. My theory is that because of how they've been received in the past, or with Solo and Episode 8, I think they're going to be like, well, let's try a hand at, the one film. If it's successful, like critically and commercially, then we'll pursue the trilogy. Like, I'm sure they've got the story
That's
treatment.
hard to do when they're like, all right, it's good. You've got 2 years to make a new movie.
No, but they'll have pursued it. Like, they'll have.
I've already written a script.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, 2 years. You make a movie in 2 years. Like, I mean, the story will have been done. But I think they'll want room to maneuver just in case it doesn't do too well, and be like, okay, well, we'll hold the sequel for a while and we'll do a spin-off in between. So I'm not convinced that the 3 movies, the slated movies announced, are going to be a trilogy. I mean, they could be, but I think they're
creative.
I think they're going to be going on the fly a little bit just in case things don't work out.
They're run by the Game of Thrones guys.
Yeah, because I don't think they've announced 3 movies, but they haven't confirmed if it will be a trilogy. Everyone's just making that assumption.
Does remember when I fucking called this happening? When these new movies are these
I've
new
also heard a
release
rumor
dates.
that Rian Johnson is directing their first one, so which is weird. It's like, but is he still writing? Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. You know who he should get to direct? F. Gary Gray from Straight Outta Compton fame.
Get Taika for one, dude. He
Good.
wants to do it as well.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Well, actually, and he's doing Mandalorian, so he's already getting his feet wet.
Yeah, that would be really good. That'd be really good. It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun. I reckon they'll go back and do...
Man, I'm actually really keen for the Mandalorian. Like a gritty live-action TV show. For the US, yes.
But we'll be able to watch it.
We'll have
some
means.
Yeah, we've got methods.
I think, hopefully Australia doesn't have to wait long for Disney Plus though, because I mean, all the Marvel shows, I'm just gonna eat that shit up.
Yeah, it's dumb to keep it they just sort yourself out, Disney. Just fucking do it. I'm sure they're gonna want to roll it out as soon as possible. They know people will fucking try to obtain the shows through other means. So I think I would even guess Q1 2020 for us. So, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, or they've said they want to roll it out within the next quarter.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's cool. So I was right about the Game of Thrones guys. Let's talk about something else. I'm right about, Dools. Avengers Endgame is $150 million away from getting that top spot from Avatar.
God damn. So it officially overpassed Avatar's domestic box office, being the US.
Yep.
And very impressive. It's still about 200 million behind. So Star Wars Episode 7, I think, is like 900 million.
Yes, 900
in the US, which is crazy. Might not touch that. Maybe. But probably not.
I will, maybe like.
But international. But I mean, overall box office. That's where the money is, and I think it's well on its way.
It's got to make it, dude. In a week, surely.
Yeah. So,
surely. Like, are we keeping the schnitzel dinner till then?
Do you want the beer?
I absolutely want the beer.
Well, let's give it a week, baby.
Give it a week. I reckon there is no short of a chance that it's going to hit it. I think it's going to hit it in a week. I reckon after next weekend it's got it.
Yeah.
I don't see any realm of possibility of it not. I don't see any realm of possibility of it falling short now.
It's going to be in cinemas for like another maybe even 2 months. Yeah,
month and
a half.
Yeah.
And
we got to see it again, by the way.
Yeah, we do. I'm down for the 40X.
So am I.
I'm down.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
I think it makes sense that the first 40X experience is Endgame.
Dools. Bond 25 has halted production because of Daniel Craig's ankle injury.
Oh, sweet fucking Jesus! Just cancel it. I just honestly fucking cancel it. I don't want to have to be disappointed anymore. I've had enough. I'm so tired of this. Just leave it alone. Fucking just stop.
You're the biggest Bond fan that I know.
I can't take it anymore. I can't. I feel personally attacked every time news comes out about this fucking movie. It's like, it's never good. It's never good.
Lost a director doing rewrites.
Danny Boyle wanted to kill off James Bond. Daniel Craig ended up intervening. It's like, oh, God.
Now he's fucked up his ankle. Oh, no.
You know what happened when Tom Cruise broke his ankle on the set of Fallout He finished the shot.
And they used that shot in the movie.
That was so good.
That was so good. Because, everyone knew. Everyone knew.
So good. Yeah. Dude, Mission Impossible, I can't believe I'm saying this, has overtaken James Bond.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
It has.
It's a brilliant fucking saga. It's such a fucking phenomenal...
From the perspective of its most recent films being good. It's been consistently good, I would say, since 3.
Yes, and 3 was definitely a turn.
So it's had 4.
1 was okay, good. It was very confusing.
1 was okay. It was fine.
2 was.
There are some moments in 2. I always love that.
What, the bike fight?
It was fucking okay. John Woo.
There was so many doves.
Oh, you didn't love that rock climbing scene at the start? What was that? What was that?
Free soloing some giant fucking cliff face because he can.
Oh God,
that was such a bad movie. But yeah, then Philip Seymour Hoffman was the villain in 3 and just turned it all around. That was a great movie, man.
And then Ghost Protocol and then Rogue Nation. Oh goodness gracious!
And Fallout. Now they've got 2 more coming.
Now they're and they're straight up filming 2 back to back. And Christopher McQuarrie must have made such an impression on Tom when he first came in for Rogue Nation. Because he actually did Jack Reacher with Tom before that. And
that's right.
I think
I liked the first Jack
Tom
Reacher.
Was like, so did I. And Tom must have been like, dude, we work well together. Come in, let's sit down and talk about Mission Impossible 5. And if you're Christopher McQuarrie, you're like, yes, sir.
Yes, sweet, sir. Yeah. I want to pay off my mortgage. 100% I'm in.
But Chris was the first director, first director to also write, and first to come back.
That's right. Yeah.
So Chris wrote and directed Rogue and Fallout. And yeah, it was obviously the first to come back. And Tom makes all these decisions behind the scenes because Well, his production company, is it Skydance?
Yeah.
Is that his?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's Skydance.
well, so he essentially is making all these decisions behind the scenes. Like he would be the one scouting directors, and because he's heavily involved with the production. So yeah, I mean, and now he'll have done 4 with
He would have done
6 and 7 being announced.
half of the saga.
Yeah. So it's awesome. It's awesome.
This is slowly becoming the greatest action series of all time,
Yeah, I mean,
next to John Wick.
that's why Tom Cruise has to be in Fast 10.
Oh my god.
So James Bond, I'm not even remotely excited about this film. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah,
Not one bit. What about if we get that first trailer? You're gonna be so fucking.
I'm gonna do the biggest backflip you've ever seen in your life.
We're gonna have a James Bond podcast where you're like, I don't give a fuck what anyone else finds. This is gonna be the movie of the year. Whoever's playing the villain's gonna get an Oscar.
Yeah. Well, he already has one. So can you get another?
That's true. Rami Malek. I keep forgetting about this.
Spectre for Best Picture.
Let's go into some Taika Waititi news, Dools. What do you reckon?
Ooh, this involve my.
I got 2 bits.
Does this involve your idol, your Nazi idol?
Oh, wow, that got dark. Yeah. So Taika Waititi's Jojo Rabbit, which is a World War II satire piece, gets an October release date, right near Joker. But we've seen literally nothing about this except for a still.
He's playing Hitler.
Yeah, but he's playing Hitler, so everyone's like, Taika can do it.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, it'll be funny. Why not give him a go? I love his fucking movies, dude. His movies are so good. Have you seen all his New Zealand stuff?
No, I haven't. See, Ragnarok's his only thing that I've seen.
Okay, so go watch Hunt for the Wilder People's great.
Oh, I have seen Hunt for the Wilder People.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
that's a Taika
dude,
Waititi.
yeah, I love that.
It's such a good movie.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Such a good movie. He also did like Boy. He did Eagle vs Shark.
Okay. I'll check it out. Yeah.
He also one of the co-creators of Fly the Conchords.
Oh, awesome. Oh.
Fly the Conchords. Just have you listened to their? Do you listen to Fly the Conchords at all?
Listened. Yeah.
They did.
Aren't they coming back?
Yeah, they did a London show. And I watched it, and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, dope.
It's so fucking funny. Like, they did this song like called "Hurt Feelings," and they're both just singing, and they got this guy coming out to just do the cello, and like they're like, "We got hurt feelings." Like they keep going back and forth about like random scenarios, and then the cello guy is like, "I got hurt feelings," like amazing voice. And then, like, they just stop, and Jermaine's just like, Angelo, we didn't pay you to sing, mate. It's so good. It's so good.
They're going to bring Tiger on stage. And
they should. They really should.
For a little number.
They really should. Another piece of Taika news, Dools.
Ooh.
Taika's live-action Akira movie starts filming in June.
So I had no idea about this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What a weird...
Apparently this was announced a while ago that he was going to adapt this. And
I remember it being announced.
I don't know how it flew under the radar.
Yeah, it was just announced then gone.
I actually only watched... You haven't watched it yet, have you?
No.
Unbelievable.
I'm not an anime fan, man.
Oh, but dude, this is different. Have you seen Spirited Away, for example?
Yes. I love Spirited Away.
So there are exceptions.
Yeah, there are definitely exceptions.
I promise you this will be an exception. So I only watched this...
It takes a lot for me to watch. Right?
I only watched this for the first time, I think, mid last year. And this film blew me away.
That good.
It's fucking dude.
Would you see it again on the big screen? Because they do.
Oh yes,
they do showings.
I think that's how you have to see it.
They do showings of
done, done.
You in? Could you see this being live action?
I could. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, anything could be live action. I just don't like it. The anime, like, it's so good that you could get Martin Scorsese, you could get Tarantino, like, it doesn't matter who is directing, it's just never going to compare. It's too monumental a task.
Yeah.
There's like too much, like, some things won't translate to the big screen as well, and some might seem a little silly, and I don't know, it's hard to explain without having seen it, but look, yeah, Titus capable. Apparently he's a huge fan. I think he wants to cast all Asians. I think that's a step in the right direction because you want it to be authentic.
Good on him.
But, Yeah, I mean, I still, it doesn't matter. Like, this is nothing against Taika. It's just like, this is just a monumental task. So, I remember when there were rumors of Nolan going to do it, and I was getting excited, but at the same time, I was like, oh, well, like, this is not going to be easy, no matter who's directing.
Sick.
Yeah, it would be sick. But I think think like Japanese Blade Runner with some supernatural elements in there, and some very interesting themes about war, and I don't know. It's a really like multi-layered film. Like, on its surface, it just seems like some fun action adventure, but there's some incredibly like deep themes there, and it's a really fucking good movie, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Cool. I'm in. Let's go see it. Dools, there's 2 bits of news left. One's pretty big. The other one, I'm just going to say it. The remake of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is greenlit. Starring
Josh Gad, I bet it's stoked. Fuck off.
Yeah. Josh Gad.
I'm kidding, I knew that.
Oh, right. I was just like, wow.
How the hell would I guess that?
Did you ever watch the originals?
Oh, fuck yeah.
The Cheerios.
I think I only saw the first one, yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like...
Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
Yeah, something fucking stupid.
Rick Moranis, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, who was it? Yeah, Rick Moranis.
He was fucking awesome, and then he like quit showbiz.
Fair
enough. Like, he had reasons. Like,
yeah.
You remember the whole story?
Oh, really?
It was like his wife got really, really sick and stuff, so he basically quit just to take care of his kids and stuff, which makes sense. But like, kids are grown up, man. Get back into showbiz. Bring him back. He was so good in Ghostbusters.
Get on back in there.
He was so good in Ghostbusters, man.
Yeah, he was. He was great in Spaceballs.
Yes,
he was great in.
He was great in Spaceballs.
Is he in? I think he's in Caddyshack. I think. Anyway, have you seen Caddyshack?
Rodney Dangerfield. Caddyshack. So
big
good.
Rod. Chev.
Oh, would you get that free with a bowl of soup? This is my friend Wang. No offense.
Rodney Dangerfield's just a caricature of a fucking human being.
He is. He's so good, man. He's so good. Yeah, I saw that. That headline. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to put that in the
Let's
show.
remake everything. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, we've run out of Speaking of remake stores or reimaginings, there's a reimagining of a certain superhero that's coming out in a couple of years. Directed by one Matt Reeves.
Who I like. Who we like.
We've got a strong affection for.
Planet of the Apes trilogy, really solid.
Yeah. So there is a short list of Batmen. One Nicholas Hoult. One, more strongly, who was originally, like, Variety posted that he was already cast, but then they took that down. One, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, but it's still being propagated everywhere that it is Pattinson who has it. So is it confirmed now, or it still has not been officially?
Still up in the air. Nothing's official yet.
But I think it's pretty much official that in the announcement.
What do you think?
So Pattinson. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Look, Batman's been recast 3 times in the past 10 years now. Yeah. I'm fine with it. Apparently,
so am I.
So have you heard about this? And this news apparently came out a couple of months ago. Again, something that's went under my radar at least. But details about it leaked. So the whole Penguin Catwoman thing apparently leaked a while ago.
Josh Gad apparently is rumoured to play the Penguin.
Dope. Okay. Yeah.
I'm in.
But now this is my thing. I was like, how, even if Joaquin's Joker is a one-off and it's meant to be separate from everything, still it'd be cool to introduce him down the track in a Batman movie, because it's Joaquin fucking Phoenix. Like, come on, use him.
This seems like a character Joaquin wouldn't want to do.
But the tricky part would be is that if Batman's modern day and Joker being 80s, then it's going to be a bit of a stretch to bring him in without not making him look ancient. The Batman set in the early 90s
really
solves that problem. So
I didn't know that.
That's
fuck.
Cool. Yeah. That was part of the leak. That was part of the leak.
If they bring it,
so that almost could maybe possibly mean it's still canon with the Batfleck,
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Could just be a young, could just be in the same timeline. Don't know that for certain, but
that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's fucking.
That
awesome.
Actually has me more interested in the plot.
Oh my god, do you reckon he's gonna save like a blockbuster robbery?
I think just
There's a couple of goons gone into Radio Shack.
So back to Robert Pattinson. I'm, again, I remember well, I don't really remember it too well, but like people will remember how up in arms they were about the guy from Brokeback Mountain playing the Joker.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
Yeah. Well,
by the way, to be completely honest, tell me the range that's required to play Bruce Wayne in Batman.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but name me one Batman movie where Batman's the best character in it.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, you gotta have the chisel jaw. You gotta have the the playboy kind of philanthropist attitude,
which he can do,
which fucking anyone can do.
Yeah.
Any decent actor worth their salt. And then Batman, it's just the deep voice, and then kind of the hulking. So it's the physicality aspect, which is important for Batman.
He was put on pounds though. Like
exactly.
When Ben Affleck was cast, he was skinny,
and the suit will do half of the work as well. Anyway, so I think people won't care in the end.
No.
And I saw this hilarious tweet, and it had tons of likes and retweets and all that shit. But it was like, to all you fucking idiots who are up in arms about Robert Pattinson playing Batman, it's like, he's not actually Edward Cullen from Twilight. He's an actor, you fucking idiots. It's not like he's going to be playing Edward Cullen playing Batman. Fuck. It's like I can't believe we have to say this, but yeah, it's like
some morons just like, of course he's Batman. He played a vampire for so long. Of course he's going to be Batman. I was like, that's good. But no, he's had so many great roles.
I haven't seen a ton of them, but apparently some of his
Good Time, dude. Go watch Good Time. It's one of his.
Meant to be great.
Like, it came out like a year or two ago. Great film. And
there's some recent one where I don't know too much about it, but he's in it with Willem Dafoe. It just looks dope.
Oh yeah, that's the new film from Roger someone. It's the director that did The Witch.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently it's excellent. I saw it for the first time today, like an article on it.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Awesome.
I think it's again,
I'm fine with it. I mean,
I'm perfectly fine with it. I think that he's going to be great. Let's be honest. Matt Reeves is a great director.
This movie needs to fucking come out.
Why are we questioning Matt Reeves? Why are anyone questioning Matt Reeves? He's given us a fantastic trilogy.
Yeah. Batman's hard though, man. You gotta the pressure's seriously on for him.
I know. Dools, give me a jingle for Topic of the Week.
Topic of the Week.
Oh! Nice. Dools, episode 20. No one thought we'd get here. No one.
Haters. Non-believers.
Non-believers. You know where we didn't also think we'd get somewhere?
What?
Is, jeez, wow. Yeah, that went fucking nowhere, by the way.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, all done, all dusted. Last season's all done, all dusted. What did you think of the finale?
Bittersweet.
I liked some of it.
Had its ups and its downs. So I guess it goes without saying this is going to be spoiled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it by the time you listen to this, this is now your fault.
It's your own fault.
Yes. Go on.
It's your own goddamn fault.
Fucking Kevin.
So Daenerys, she went out real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
And I mean, I'm sure everyone had the same initial reaction, but I was like, she fucking stabbed Jon. Did you think?
No, I was just like, I saw him when he's just like, "You're my queen." I was just like, he's gonna stab her. I straight away saw that coming.
I knew someone was gonna kill someone in that moment. But
yeah, that was two people were not leaving that room.
Yeah. So she was dealt with fairly quickly. I mean, I had no idea how this episode was going to play out. I mean, I knew certain things were going to have to happen. I was like, okay, well, Daenerys will have to be dealt with in some manner.
I thought Grey Worm would have died.
How it would be. Yeah, Grey Worm.
My pick of what would have happened, because I thought it would have mirrored how the Mad King died, of his Kingsguard killing him.
Yeah.
I thought that Arya would kill Grey Worm and use his face to kill... use his face to get close to Dany and kill her.
It just seems like dope little moments that we've all theorized in our heads just have not come to fruition at all.
No, they're just like, oh no, Jon.
The amount of theories that everyone was so certain were going to happen, like, oh, Arya's going to wear Jaime's face to kill Cersei, couldn't have fizzled out more. I mean, yeah. So that's why I tempered my expectations for this episode, because it seemed like not only were they subverting expectations, but they were kind of just shitting on them as well. They're kind of like, yeah, we're not even going to even broach that kind of. So okay, well let's talk. So
before we get to the story, did you see that there was another mistake in this episode?
Fucking water bottle.
Water bottle, bro. That's three
if
things
I were
episodes.
the creators, directors, whatever, I'd just be like, after that Starbucks cup, I'd scour through every episode.
And then the next episode, they had Jamie Lannister's hand.
Yeah, that was in a still. Apparently, I don't think you could see it in the actual episode.
Okay. I didn't go back and watch, but yeah. Now there's a fucking water bottle.
Oh my god!
Come on, man.
Did you see it in your viewing, or
no?
I just saw it.
Yeah, like, no, fucking. I'm sorry. Like normal people wouldn't notice this shit.
No. Only fucking freaks have been watching it for 3 times in a row. So all in all, well, no, I mean no. We're gonna break it down a bit more, but So yeah, I appreciated Tyrion's act of defiance there as well.
I thought, I'm swinging out there, Tyrion was fucking amazing this episode.
Yeah.
I thought he was, at the start
I
of
think
it...
he redeemed himself a little bit in the sense that I like that they acknowledged that, you know, who was meant to be the wisest, the cleverest, etc. and so on, you know, fucked up and made mistakes. And, you know, and he was like, you know, Varys, I was wrong. He was right.
He's like, I like how he's like, his ashes are going to say to my ashes, saying,
yeah.
Huh, I told you.
Yeah.
But that moment where he was walking up to her at the start of the episode, I was like, if he tries to kill her, Grey Worm's going to kill him, and that's it. I'm like, that's going to be fucking shit. But the way he did it, where he's just like, you betrayed me. You released your brother. He goes, yes, I betrayed you. And he looks and goes, and you slaughtered a city. I'm like, fucking yes, Tyrion. I'm like, fuck. I literally like put up my arms. I was like, yes, stand up for yourself, son. And then he just took off the thing and just threw it down the steps.
He had to fucking say it.
He
had to say it.
He had nothing else to live for now. It's like, he's just like, I'm not being part of this.
And yeah, that was an awesome moment. I think, yeah, I mean, and then, so Drogon just flying off with her like that, not burning down the throne. I felt like, because they've said before that dragons are meant to be supremely intelligent creatures in the show. Did Drogon maybe, was that like him coming to terms with Daenerys' death and just being like, you know, destroying the symbol of what consumed her?
Yeah,
and kind of
that's
just
how
being,
I got it. And
then just being like, you know, finally we can rest, like, you know, this thing that has poisoned her mind, that, you know, her lust for this fucking throne poisoned her, and, you know, this is what it got her, and just him destroying that was just like,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I took away from that. And Drogon, like, it's like he intimately understood that, and that was awesome. I thought. Thank God one dragon got to live. God,
fuck me.
Damn.
Jesus Christ! What did you think about Bran?
I didn't see that coming.
No,
I didn't see Bran coming.
But the way he did,
Tyrion. Give me your
up.
opinion on this real quick. So there's like this little Reddit poll that, like, no matter which part of Reddit you're on, it's just sitting there. Actually, I'd be interested to see. Maybe the results are in. Basically, it was just like, who do you think is going to sit on the Iron Throne? Okay, so here we go. I chose nobody wins the throne. Technically, I'm right.
Yeah, because the throne was destroyed.
Yeah, we called it. I'm part of this group.
Nice.
Okay, we technically called it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So yeah, and there were all kinds of. It was pretty much every single character that was still alive, all the way down to fucking Hot Pie. So who could sit on the Iron Throne? Do you remember Hot Pie?
I remember Hot Pie. The big motherfucker.
And so yeah, as that guy, I'm technically right, but because I thought there would be no ruler, and when Samwell stood up and was like, "How about this be a democracy?" I thought like, yes, this works, and everyone just fucking laughed at him.
Everyone was like, yeah, fair enough.
But they still kind of did reach a point of a democratic process, which is just like, no, this council, we will choose the leader, and so that I was like, okay, well, that's a bit better, and it's not going to be a dynasty anymore. It's not going to be family. It'll be like when the king passes, then they will choose the next king or queen. And honestly, in that moment, I thought he was going to choose Sansa.
So right, but I'm glad he didn't, because like
but then it made much more sense when Sansa was like so, fervent about returning the North to its independence, and I think her becoming the Queen of the North was very appropriate and very earned.
It also makes sense about all the times that they were saying to Bran, it's just like, you're the last man of Stark, you're the man of Winterfell. He goes, I have no plans to be the man of Winterfell. It's like, oh, because he wanted to be the fucking king.
When Tyrion said, like, I know you don't want to be king, but it's just like, but, you know,
why do you think I've come all this
Yeah, it's like, why do you think I've come? It's like, you motherfucker, you saw it in the pitch, you knew you'd be king, you
fucking
sneaky dog. You fucking...
Bran the Broken. It's like, I get it, man. I've got no fucking legs, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking get it. I love one scene I really loved. It was Brienne writing the history of
I really
Jaime.
like that. He finally got his second page.
Yeah,
I have to fucking drop her that little cunt paid him out about it.
Yeah, it was so good. I are just sailing. Sure.
Yeah. What's west of Westeros? Yeah, no one knows.
Flat Earth. So
probably
the end.
Probably the tipping edge. Yeah. So that's why it's bittersweet. It's like, okay, so we never really got to see her.
A lot of people fucking lived.
Yeah. I was happy that John finally petted Grey Worm, gave him a proper, like, you know, that at least we know that that shitty goodbye wasn't a goodbye.
Yeah.
I think John returning to the Night's Watch was annoying for me, but then realizing as he smirks as the gates closed, it's like, nah, he's gonna be a fucking wildling. That I liked more.
When it's just like you're going to the wall, I'm just like, fuck, and then the doors open, you see Tormund just smiling, you're like, fucking lads are back. And he pat the wolf. He gave the wolf a cuddle. Finally.
So 3 Game of Thrones spin-offs have been announced. If one of them isn't Tormund and Jon,
the buddy cop movie that we want.
I don't even want them.
But what are they fighting now?
For freedom. Part of me was like, are they gonna fucking show like a little White Walker corpse like fucking twitch a bit at the end or something? But that would be so shit. It's
That'd
like,
be so shit.
That for these characters, like this show, this is like, it's done, it's ended. Whether we see any of these characters in a spin-off, I think it's extremely unlikely. I just think because
except for the Tormund and Jon Snow buddy cop movie, though.
I mean, look, I want it to happen, but from what we understand,
Bound by Snow.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Tormund by Snow.
There you go. Tormund of Snow. We're on to something.
Fucking HBO, we're doing absolutely nothing with ourselves at the moment. You know, if you want to pay us the bare minimum.
Rush Hour 4.
Yeah. So, yeah, and Tyrion, I loved how Tyrion becoming Hand of the King was essentially Bran's way of saying, like, this is your life sentence.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, Tyrion's like, please no.
I love how they made the treasurer Bronn.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
that was so good. The master of
coin.
And
he was Lord of Highgarden as well.
And he's just like, the brothels were destroyed. I'm willing to give some coin to that. That's so good.
Davos, master of ships, very on the nose, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
So it seemed they still needed a master Whisperers. Just throwing it out there. Bran's the 3-eyed fucking raven. He can see all. So you know what I mean? But
do we need it?
Yeah.
He'll be like, there's a mutiny going on in downtown. He's like, I know. I can hear what they're fucking saying now. Like,
so I think we have to bring it back home a little bit, and things that this season disappointed me with was I think the way it felt rushed in some aspects.
I agree. Felt like they were tying too many ends really quickly.
I was certain we'd see Aya use her skills again, like the face swaps and stuff. I was certain we'd see that play a role again because it was just too cool to ignore. We saw her role as an assassin play out, killing the Night King. And that was dope.
I'm sorry what everyone else says. That was amazing scene.
Yeah. So did I.
That moment where he's just like, brown eyes, green eyes, and then looks and goes, blue eyes, and I'm like, here we go. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. She comes in with the fucking clutch, man. Holy shit, right into the end zone. Like, shit, man. Oh, my God.
And Bran during the Battle of Winterfell, King's Landing, zero walking, no walking into a dragon, which everyone was certain was going to happen at some stage. It would have been dope.
It would have been real dope.
Like, I was picturing, like, you know, Jon going to kill Daenerys, Davos is with him, it's Grey Worm, Daenerys, and a few Unsullied, and then Drogon, and Drogon's about to burn Jon and etc. to crisp, and then Drogon turns on Daenerys and Grey Worm, and Bran's in fucking Drogon. Like if they played out like that, dude, that would have been a fucking crowd.
That would have been sick,
but.
Man.
So it's just things like that where it's like it felt like it was underwhelming. Like, it's just Jon and Daenerys alone and a knife in the heart. It's like, okay, but
burn them all literally meant nothing. It was just a dude going crazy.
Well, she did burn them all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely happened.
I liked how he went in there and he's just like...
Oh, yeah, because wasn't the theory that Bran walked into him and then...
That was...
Yeah. Burned them all.
Like what they did with Hodor.
And he was trying to say something else or... Yeah. That was also a good theory. The thing is, I think they were forced to abandon a lot of these plot lines, which still possibly could have meant more. That like once they were closing in on the end, they're like, there's some stuff that we're kind of gonna have to straight up ignore. The one character they never introduced who plays a pretty significant role in the books is Lady Stoneheart. Apparently, there is another Targaryen in the book. So there's Aegon, who's Jon, then there's someone else who's like the son of Rhaegar's brother. But anyway, and so yeah, there's a few things like that.
He's also the son of Rhaegar?
No, the son of Rhaegar's brother. So
the son of Rhaegar's brother.
Who's Rhaegar's brother?
Probably this. Wait, do you mean Rhaegar's brother or the son of Rhaegar's brother?
Son of Rhaegar's brother.
That means that's still the son of Rhaegar, though.
What?
If Rhaegar had a son and that son had
son
a brother...
of Rhaegar's brother. So Rhaegar would be this person's uncle.
Right, okay, got you. Sorry, I was getting confused.
No, that's all right. Well, anyway, but this is a thing in the books. So there's all kinds of little... Well, so here's another big thing that I thought was certain was going to play out, didn't at all, and this is ultimately because I think everything was being rushed. So someone who reads the books told me an extremely convincing theory.
Mac, wasn't
it? Yep. Told me an extremely convincing theory that will likely pan out in the books the more that you think about it. But basically, the Golden Company, who you were certain was going to play much more of a role than they did. What a fucking flash in the pan that was. I mean,
that was bad.
That was terrible.
Samuel Tarly killed more people than Golden Company. Wait, let's literally list them
actually, yeah, like actually
they did.
ridiculous.
He did.
Yeah. I don't think they killed a single person.
They didn't kill a single person. Samuel Tarly killed at least 3.
I killed a Then.
Yeah. I killed a Then. He said it so happily.
So in the books, basically, I forget exactly what it is, but the Golden Company, like their origins are tied to an ancient Targaryen, and so their motto is something along the lines of, we're loyal to gold, but first and foremost to steel, and I think steel in this case represents dragon steel. And anyway, so basically, reading into that means that should the Targaryen heir come along, they would abandon any contract bound by gold because they would be loyal to that Targaryen. So the theory was that maybe the Battle of King's Landing was going in Cersei's direction until they find out via a letter from Varys, for example, that Jon is the true heir to the Iron Throne, and then they turn on Cersei and that wins the battle. That would have been fucking dope. That would have been the best twist.
Where Varys helped him from beyond the grave.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. Like this letter that he wrote. And I don't know, man. I mean, these are all theories and speculation, but I mean, something like that you would would have to play a larger role. And so that's where it's like, okay, well, the books are going to flesh this out, and the show was clearly rushed, and some storylines were abandoned. Like they probably would have thought to bring in the Golden Company, they probably thought to do it like a few years ago, and then as things progress, they're like, fuck, we do not have enough bandwidth for this. Like, I think we're just going to have Daenerys just blow them all up. It's like, are you sure? Like, this is like a lot of extras we brought in. It's like, yeah, sorry, we're going to do this. And, the head of the Golden Company who seemed like he was going to...
They set him up for something.
Yeah, like... I don't know.
His death was sick, though, where he got, like, speared behind by Grey Worm.
By Grey Worm, yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. That's it.
It's finished. It feels weird. It feels surreal that it's done.
It feels like the end of Breaking Bad, though. Like, at the end of that, where you're just like...
But here's the thing. I don't feel satisfied like I did with the end of Breaking Bad.
But I don't feel disappointed.
No, I don't feel disappointed. I think some people definitely are. I was talking to one of our mutual well, I was going to say friends, but
Acquaintances.
An acquaintance is someone you tolerate. I don't even know if I'd go that far.
Wow.
So definitely, I think from what I've seen, the general consensus is disappointment. I wouldn't put myself in that bracket. I was pleased with some of the endings. I think John's the more I thought about, because when I was like, oh, he's going back to the fucking war. This guy just saved them all from tyranny, and destruction, fire and blood, literally. And this is what he gets. But I think, the more I thought about, and he'll clearly go live beyond the wall with Tormund, etc. I think that fits his character. He never wanted to rule.
Little Crow.
So, because I thought if Jon ended on the Iron Throne, that would be shit. Because he would not want it at all.
Yeah, that's not him.
So I think Bran being the leader, yeah, fine. I think he'll be a wise king, be a good king. Tyrion is the hand. That's funny. I think just the banter around the table with all the masters. I think I was like,
I loved
this
how
is Tyrion in his fucking prime.
I love how he set up the table and they all just came to drag the
chairs
chairs back.
And Tyrion's and as Bron drags and just infuriated. But
I love Bran's going away, and he's just like, he's like, long live the king, long live the king. It's gonna be better next time. I'm sure it will.
Pod being a knight now as well.
Yeah, awesome.
Which is cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and Sansa and Arya's endings made sense for their character. So
yeah,
I think it definitely felt like the Starks story in the end there. The way
the Starks now own Westeros.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, so they've come a hell of a long way.
Yeah, and whatever's west of Westeros.
Yeah, I mean, could that be one of the spin-offs? You know what was in the back of my mind? I was like, imagine if they fucking did this, where it's just Arya's standing there, and the camera pans out a little bit. And it's fucking that old dancing instructor. And he's like, what is dead man ever done? Yeah, Syria. And he's just what do we say to the god of death? And then it's just Arya being like, not today. Yeah. And that would have been sick, dude.
That was such a good line, though, in Battle of Winterfell. Where she's like, what do you say to the god of death? Not today. So good. But yeah, that's it. All done.
Wow.
Yeah, end of an era. Close us off, Dools.
This has been the More Cops on Duty podcast. Thank you very much.
Episode 20.
Why am I trying to sound like a Kiwi?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm like Korg, signing this off for some reason. By the way,
start a revolution, but didn't print enough pamphlets.
So random. Taika tweeted this thing out the other day. It's like Korg, it's just when he's waving, it's like, oh yeah, all good, mate. In Endgame, and he's waving, and Taika's caption was like, I swear to God, up until now, I didn't know Korg had 3 fingers. Korg has 3 fingers plus his thumb. It's so random.
Awesome.
And Taika's like, what? I made this character, but
oh my God.
I played this character, but
I'm him.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
So very random but funny little bit of trivia has.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify.
Nailed it.
Until next time.